Good morning. Welcome to Arlington Life. Happy Father's Day. I have my favorite co-host here, my wife, Deborah. You know, I was thinking about Father's Day. Father is probably one of my favorite titles, probably the most important title that I hold is father to Mark and Caroline.
Yeah.
So we are excited to celebrate. We're going to the Rangers game tomorrow.
Yeah, that's our Father's Day
And I love the fact that we can go inside, because usually we didn't go to the games between May and September because our northern blood would boil when it's 100 degrees out. So.
I don't know, speak for yourself. I'm kind of reptilian now. We've been down here for 10 years. I'm like, where's the sun? Where's the heat?
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, good to have you here. What do we have coming up? We've got VBS this week.
We have VBS this week. That's the big thing. Outside VBS, Pastor Allison has done an amazing job getting everything coordinated between volunteers and some shade up with some tents, and we have the trees. And actually, being here a little bit last week, it's really not that bad, but again, you know,
it looks like it's going to cool off.
Cooler, and it's going to be in the morning, so I think it's all going to work out, you know. And the bottom line, the kids don't care, you know. Adults are the ones that care. It's like they don't care how cold the pool is or how hot it is outside. We're the one. But yeah, she's done a great job, kind of accommodating for things. Plenty of water. We got like Mr. Fans, so yeah.
Well, what we need from you this week is two things. One is we need your prayers. Obviously, we want prayers for safety. Again, it's going to be warm, but you know, we just want you to lift up all of the folk, the volunteers, the children that come, that not only will they be kept safe, but also that the Spirit will be here and that they will see Jesus, learn more about the theme, which is treasured.
Yes, you are treasured. So especially, given everything that everybody's been through this past year, I think it's a great message for everyone to be reminded of. Yeah.
So, and then obviously, if you want, we can continue to donate to children's ministry, specifically to Vacation Bible School. We had to change a little bit because we didn't get the pavilion done in time. The city's still holding on to our permit, and so we had to get a big tent to meet under. And so we want to just continue to solicit your donations. We've got the showcase, if I can get that out, showcase next Sabbath morning at 11:15 out in the common area, out underneath the tent. And so if you're interested in coming out, even if you may not have a kid who was part of it, they'll be cute. They'll do all the songs. They always have cool songs for Vacation Bible School. Yeah,
they've done, group has done well. Yeah. And our 13-year-old was mentioning that the snacks are even better. Like each
man.
Because I think when she was younger, they went for the cuteness of the snack and not so much the eatability, if that's a word. But now it's kind of like a fusion of both. So it's practical, kind of cute, goes with the theme, but it also tastes good. So you're not eating like, you know, crazy combinations of, like Jell-O and, I don't know.
Jell-O and anything.
Something.
Crazy
no, Jell-O's not that bad. Anyway,
So again, Vacation Bible School, keep us in your prayers this week as we talk about being treasured, that all of us are treasured by God. So you're in charge of greeters.
I'm in charge.
We're back open.
Yes, back open. So we have actually 4 services. We greet for first service, YG. I'm sorry, I'm bad. Help me now, because it's always first. Yes, Legacy. That's all right. YG, and Mosaic is third. So I'm still stuck on the first and third, and it's bad. So we greet for those 3 services. Even though there are 4, Pastor Kevin is still doing outside church for as long as you guys want it, right?
That's exactly right. Because you show up, he'll preach, and there's enough shade out there that especially at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's not super hot.
So that option.
And we started last August was when we first did outdoor church.
Yeah,
so we've
that's
almost
been
done it a full year.
Yeah, people really seem to like it. So
but for those who want the air conditioning or who want to come in.
Who want to come in, or even if you want to do outdoor church and then come in. So we're greeting, and greeters are always welcome, to sign up. It's kind of like a no-brainer job. You literally like greet. People ask me, what do I do? And I say, you wave, smile, say hi, as long as you're not having a really bad day and, you won't mess up. So yeah, and things always happen, life is life. And so even when I do have a full schedule and 2 people scheduled, then stuff happens. So you can never have enough kind of on hand or backup, even if you don't want to do it on a cycle like every month, just to be kind of like a fill-in. That's great. And then there's always those 5th weeks that kind of throw everybody off that happen a couple times a year. So yeah, you can contact me or just email Tom. All that information is on Arlington Life, which is online, which I know you guys all subscribe to anyway. So
that's right.
Yeah.
It goes out every Thursday.
Every Thursday, right?
Mindy makes sure that it goes out on Thursday, and it goes out. We're always working hard on how can we continue to tweak it and make it even more engaging.
Yeah.
And so you'll be seeing some links here probably in the next couple of weeks to just some surveys. We're going to continue to make sure it is meeting what you need. We have so much going on now. Actually, through the pandemic, we had a lot going on, which is why the newsletter started in the first place to get everything in one place. But yeah, subscribe to Arlington Life online. If you don't get it through your email, we send it out to the emails that we have on file through the church office. But we also recognize that people change emails very often or have 20 different emails and sometimes check some. But if you're not getting it, you can go to the website, arlingtonadventist.com, go down to Arlington Life Online. You can get the latest issue there, and you can also hit a button to subscribe. We've had people, Mindy was telling me this week, we've had people every week subscribing to Arlington Life Online. And so either they're not getting the emails, and their email in our database is wrong, or it's new people. I'm thinking it's probably new people that are coming and being part of our community that wants to know what's going on here. So,
and she added I think the latest thing she added is going to be a calendar of events. So everybody can see, like in one place, I think up to 3 weeks before the actual event, if I have my information right, what's going on, where it's going to be, so that people can plan and everybody can kind of be on the same page as far as what's happening, and it won't be one of those, oops, I didn't realize that was going on. So yeah, that always helps me to have everything kind of in one place.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about Revive.
So, Revive, they made sack lunches this past Sabbath to distribute to those in need at Unity Park in Fort Worth. I think that's usually where they go. They always go to Unity Park, So they also distributed Bibles and Steps to Christ. So things you never think of. I guess one woman was really touched that her Bible actually had the Old and New Testament in it. So, we kind of think as Bibles of that's a Bible.
But a lot of the free Bibles are usually just the New Testament.
A lot of the free Bibles,
that's interesting that she picked up on that.
Yeah, so that was a great little perk there. So if you would like to join the homeless ministry team to help serve, you can go to revivecommunitycare.com and sign up, and we'd love to have you. So again, something that's not a difficult thing, but really can make a difference in people. Something that maybe if a family's looking to do something as a family with their kids, they can do. So lots of different options.
Heidi said there were a number of families that went down last Sabbath. It was a warm Sabbath.
Yeah.
But the folk at Unity Park really appreciate that. Just a quick reminder, no food pantry this week because of Vacation Bible School. Yeah. But we'll be back in July. So again, we just appreciate your donations. We appreciate your prayers for that. But again, we continue to see the number of families steady, if not keeping growing. That's the right way to say it, because the need is still there.
Yeah.
It is amazing to see the number of folk that we're able to serve through that. And then we're looking forward to in August the grand reveal or kind of open house for Revive downstairs. So again, we've got a lot going on with Revive. Heidi is doing an amazing job with that. So with it being Father's Day, I wanted to play another video, a tribute video to Dad. And then we're going to have our media director, Ryan Gill, who is usually behind the camera, where he is right now, in here talking about media ministry. But thank you for sitting in, as always.
Pinch hitting.
That's right. Always pinch hitting.
Official
Always
pinch
available.
Hitter.
That's right.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and
go. A perk of being a pastor's wife.
That's right. Exactly. You never know what you're going to be asked to do.
Never know.
So we'll go ahead to that video. All right. Well, welcome back. Happy Father's Day, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you.
You've got two beautiful little girls, you and Mandy. Vivi is how old now?
Just one.
And
just
Everly is?
5.
Oh, my goodness. Seems like Everly was just born a little baby, and now she's, I'm sure, playing mom to
Vivi.
She
is. Carries her around all that. Good big sister.
So for those of you who don't know Ryan Gill is our media director. Very rarely in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's rare for me.
Usually find him either in the control room or running around like a crazy person trying to troubleshoot everything. Ryan knows exactly how everything is put together with gum and baling wire and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm kind of curious, how did you end up here at Arlington? Because you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here since the summer of 2005, I believe. Basically, I think in 2004, I came for an event that was a kind of a concert for YG at the time. It was their first year in operation, and then that summer, Greg Batla invited me to come and help with media and particularly audio at the time. Yeah.
And you were at where were you?
I was at Southwestern at the time. Yeah. So I joined and you stayed ever since.
I was going to say, and you haven't left. Now you're a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
Your dad's pastoring up in the Oklahoma conference.
Yep.
So you've moved around a little bit. You kind of know, ministry. I've lived in
Michigan, Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas.
And you can stay in Texas for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been here a long time now. I think, since 2004. Yeah.
So we talked about the girls in your life, your two daughters. But Mandy, what does Mandy do?
She's a nurse at Hughley.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you guys have been married
11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It goes by fast, doesn't it?
It does.
It is always neat to see. I've been here 10 years now, so you and Mandy were fairly newlyweds when I got here.
Yeah.
And now to see you as parents and all that, it's neat to see this next generation. I think of James and Carla too. They were newlyweds and all that when we got here, and so your generation of that group that came in right at the beginning of YG, and have stuck around. Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious. Other than the technology, I mean, technology is constantly changing as we're talking about renovating the sanctuary. Yeah. Other than the technology, what changes have you seen with media ministry here at Arlington? Yeah, well, a lot of it earlier on, it was just a big focus shift. When I first came, we focused a lot on Faith for Today, which is our television ministry at the time. But, there's this thing called the internet that was happening. Sounds like so long ago. But internet was around, but streaming was not commonplace for the average church. And so in 2009, we started a media ministry and focused more on online church services, as well as incorporating what we're doing in-house. So that's been a big part. Another big part has been just seeing the transformation of some of our volunteers at the time. We have volunteers who were kids or babies even that are now serving in big capacity in our media ministry. So I'm curious, how many people, because I get this question all the time and I want to make sure I get it straight from the horse's mouth, about how many people, I won't hold you to the exact number, on a given morning, about how many people does it take 10. to run what you see, whether it be here in the studio on Arlington Life or whether it be in the sanctuary? Yeah, I think around 10. Okay, roughly. Yeah, and that's over the course of the morning, because now we're streaming. Yeah. We didn't used to stream Legacy, right? But now we're streaming Legacy. We've got Arlington Life, YG Life. Yep, Mosaic. Yeah. And so, what are some of those positions? Yeah, so. Often people start out at camera operating. It's one of the easier things to get started. So we have that. We have lyric operation, where they run all the slides, the lyrics that you see on the screen and the videos. We have lighting, which is kind of a fun thing to do once you see moving lights and some of that stuff. And then audio is the other one, and directing as well. Yeah. So you've seen people, Mark being one of them, who started out on camera, has kind of moved up the ranks. You get to see how it all works, and then kind of figure out where their niche or what they like best. And So if I'm interested in media ministry, if there's somebody sitting out there that says, man, that seems really cool. I think I could volunteer. I mean, do you have to have certain sets of skills or what? I mean, what's kind of the entry-level qualifications to be part of media ministry?
Being willing and available. Have a good servant heart is really important, and we can teach you the rest.
Yeah. What's been neat, Ryan, and I talk about this to other churches when I get the opportunity, is that we've created a culture, and you, Mark Young, before you, who is media director, have created the culture of you are never too young to help. If you have that willing heart, we have camera operators who are 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
And you probably hear more than I do. These kids really see this as their church.
Yeah.
And they're willing to show, I mean, it is amazing. They're willing to show up.
Yeah, they drag their parents out of bed.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. So if you're interested in volunteering for media, again, no qualifications other than a willing heart, contact Ryan. We are in constant need of media volunteers.
Yes.
Again, it is. There's always something going on. It can be a full morning. So what do they say? More hands make the light. Make
lighter
more
work.
Light.
Yeah.
And so you can reach out to Ryan. You can reach out to myself or any of the pastors.
And my email is ryan@arlingtonadventist.com.
There you go. See, we make it easy for us to remember what our emails are.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get through that because I want to throw in a curveball question. I usually give our people. One of the things you may not know about Ryan is a big hockey fan and hockey player. How in the world did you get involved in that?
Yeah, strangely, I was born in Michigan, and I didn't play hockey there. I was pretty young. I had a friend when I lived in New Mexico, a classmate that played ice hockey, and I think we went to camp together, and we played roller hockey. So that was kind of the first introduction to roller hockey. Oh, God, I kind of got this, and then I went and played ice hockey the next year and was hooked.
So did you know how to ice skate before you started playing hockey?
No, not really.
So
not well.
So you picked it up.
I picked it up pretty quick, and I just put in tons of time. Just like how I've learned anything in life is put in the hours. Same on guitar and other things. Put it in a small amount of time, you can learn things very quickly. Yeah.
So now, as you've gotten older, you're still playing hockey?
Not this year. We had the baby, and hockey games start at 8 o'clock at night, and the last game starts at 10 o'clock at night.
And you're usually up here at the Park Small, right?
Yeah, and my sleep is a little more important at this time, but hopefully I'll get back.
Now, there is a Michigan connection. This is something I found out early when I first got to know you, that you're not a Dallas Stars fan. You're actually a Detroit Red Wings fan.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming that comes from growing up in
there. Yeah, Michigan, the Michigan time.
Michigan.
And also, when I was, this is in the 90s, the Red Wings were like really hot. They were a really good team.
They were the team. Even the 2000s, they won in 2008. They beat my Penguins in 08, and then we came back and beat them in 09.
Yeah.
But it's funny. One of the things I love about this forum is introducing people that they may be known in the church or see, like I said, a lot of people know who you are.
Right.
But you're always on Sabbath morning busy running around, and that was one thing I definitely want to make sure I brought out. And didn't let you know I was going to bring it out, but hockey is something that is near and dear to Ryan's heart. So I'm assuming you'll see once the girls get a little bit bigger, you strap the pads back on and the helmet and the stick. Just remember, you're not as young as you once were, my friend.
I do know this. My vision has changed over time. So you got to get some contacts or something.
So, well, Ryan, I just appreciate so much the hard work that you do. I will say this to our audience that's watching out there. You do so much behind the scenes to make what we do in front of the camera, whether it be in the sanctuary or whether it be now with this. One of the things we talked about when we first started Arlington Life is we threw it out there, and I appreciated you saying, I think we can do it. It was going to be much more work.
Yeah.
But you have been very supportive of some of the crazy ideas that we come up with as
we'll
pastors,
figure it out.
and just supporting us as we've gone through. And you've got a great media team behind you. I'm going to have a couple other folk on
that'd be great.
Down the road. But I want to get the big cheese on this time.
Man.
And you're an easy ass too, because I see you every Sabbath. But Ryan, I appreciate you, and I appreciate Mandy given the time, and now especially with the girls, taking the time out to not only being here but also being a part of the media ministry here. It's so important. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
We're going to get ready for YG Church, but thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have a fantastic Sabbath.